What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and chances are by now you all have already heard the big news that Britney Spears is getting ready to release a remake of Tiny Dancer with Elton John. Now, this is being deemed as Britney's huge comeback, despite the fact that Britney herself stated on multiple occasions, even as recently as a few weeks ago, that she wanted to literally take years away from making music. But her fans choose to ignore Britney's wishes, and instead, they are viewing this new song as a sign that Britney is finally free. Some of them, for some reason, believe that Elton John really cares about Britney, and he really wants to help Britney. They believe that Elton John appreciates Britney's talent and likes her as a music artist and is a fan of her music, and therefore he wants to help her with her huge comeback. He wants to help Britney get her career back on track. Some of them even go so far as to believe that if there was anything weird still going on with Britney, surely Elton John would step up and say something. They view Elton John as a knight in shining armor, and they think that Elton John would free Britney of her shackles and help her escape from all of the evil people around her. Now, I wish that was the case. I really do. But unfortunately, folks, we don't live in La La Land. We live in reality. Do you all want to know the reality of the situation? Do you all want to know how Elton John really feels about Britney Spears? Well, it just so happens I have some of Elton John's comments about Britney Spears right here, and I'm going to let you all know right now, it's not what you think. This is going to ruffle some feathers, but hey, someone had to say it, so let's just go ahead and hop right in to how Elton John really feels about Britney Spears. Elton John has never been shy about speaking his mind, and his latest comments about today's pop music are sure to surprise fans of one Britney Spears. Elton John made these comments at a gala event for his alma mater, the Royal Academy of Music in London, where he spent 6 years studying starting at the age of 11. Speaking to the crowd, Elton referred to music played on pop radio today as garbage and packaged crap, adding, "Everything's too flawless now. Everything's auto-tuned. There's no trace of humanity. If you go and see a Britney Spears concert, you might as well stay home and watch the video." Whoa. So let me get this right, everyone. Hold on, let me get this right. I don't want to misspeak here. The guy who is supposedly helping Britney Spears with her huge comeback a while back said her music was garbage. He actively encouraged people to no longer go to Britney's shows. And this is who y'all think is here to help Britney? Do you now understand why I've been so critical about this huge comeback and this song that she recorded with Elton John? It's weird, right? It's weird. But he also made comments of saying that anyone who lip syncs on stage deserves to be shot. Whoa. We all know that Britney Spears lip syncs on stage, and that's nothing against Britney Spears. Most artists do. When you're running around, putting on a show, dancing, changing outfits, throughout the performance, of course, you're going to lip sync. So here's what I find odd. People said that my critique of Britney Spears' supposed huge comeback was too harsh. So I'm too harsh for not trusting this comeback. But Elton John isn't too harsh for calling Britney's music garbage and basically saying that she deserves to be shot? I don't know. I kind of find it weird, y'all. Britney Spears' huge comeback is directly tied to someone who straight up trashed her in the past. And Britney is known to hold on to these things. Just a couple of weeks ago, Britney was talking crap about Kelly Clarkson, mad about a Kelly Clarkson interview from over 10 years ago. So it's not like she doesn't hold on to these grudges. I'm not sure if Britney knows that Elton John absolutely hates her or not. But I do find it funny that the first song that Britney is doing is a song with a 75-year-old man who literally said her music was garbage just a while back. So you all have to understand that when you think I'm being harsh and overly critical, it comes from a place of concern. It's because I care. Yes, I'll admit, all of my videos are going to have humor in them. I'm going to make fun of some stuff. I'm going to poke fun at some stuff. That's how I cover stuff on my channel. You know, nothing against anyone else, but if you want me to sit here and cry and act over emotional about Britney Spears, it's not going to happen. I'm a grown-ass man. I approach this situation with as much logic as possible, but I'm always going to add humor. If that's not for you, it's okay. But I'm going to joke around. But when you think I'm being harsh, it's because I care. And it's because I'm really upset at the people who I believe are still controlling Britney. But I don't understand how people would view what I say as harsh, yet they applaud Britney when she makes a song with someone who said that she deserves to be shot and that her music is packaged crap garbage. Packaged crap garbage. So, Britney's huge comeback is a remake of a 50-year-old song with a 75-year-old man who literally said that Britney's music is garbage. It's almost as if these people absolutely hate Britney and want to make the worst possible decisions for her career. And you know what the weird part to me is? I've said it plenty of times, guys. I am not a huge Britney fan. I haven't been following up with her entire life. I liked Britney when I was a kid. I'm a 90s baby. Her music is extremely nostalgic for me. She was one of my first crushes growing up. So I do have a tie to Britney, but I'm not this super fan. So I find it really odd that these super fans are acting like they don't know this. The reality is, folks, a lot of these people who are prominent voices in the Free Britney movement, they know this. They know that Elton John in the past trashed Britney Spears, but they're not going to report on that. They're going to ignore that. In fact, they're going to try to hide that from you because it doesn't fit their narrative anymore. And I don't understand why that is. Surely, most of you all, even watching this video, know more about Britney than I do. So why am I the one that has to bring this stuff up? Because everyone else is purposely ignoring it. Now listen, you can make comments that you regret. This is something that Elton John said a few years back. I get it. Maybe he's changed, but let's be honest here. Elton John is a 75-year-old man. At the time he made these comments, he was in his 60s, late 60s. I'm not going to sit here and believe that this dude has just totally changed over the last few years. Usually, you know, have you ever heard the term, you can't teach an old dog new tricks? If Elton John viewed Britney's music as garbage a few years ago, surely he doesn't feel differently now. Nothing has changed about Britney's music. In fact, Britney hasn't released much new music since this comment was made. Now, I personally have no issues with Elton John. I really like his music. He's one of the most amazing artists of our lifetime, and hell, Elton John was making music for an entire lifetime before Cinema Shogun was even thought of or created. I wasn't even floating around in my father's ball sack yet by the time Elton John was already making smash hits. And you know what? A few years ago, I actually went to see Elton John. And even though there was only like 12 other people there and we were in like an empty arena or an empty civic center, if you will, he still gave an amazing performance. You know, for an older guy, he was still singing with his actual voice, playing the piano. I thought he did a good job. However, Britney's fans, a lot of them are stuck in the past, just like Britney Spears. They still think that Britney Spears is like the biggest pop star on earth, despite the fact that she hasn't really been relevant for music in years. They still view Elton John as one of the biggest artists on the planet right now, when in reality, this song that he's doing with Britney is like his last desperate attempt to grasp some relevance okay? And I'm not trying to be mean here because I like Elton John. And to be honest, I agree with a lot of what he said. Modern day artists, they aren't really making music anymore. It's all fake, auto-tuned, voice synthesizer. A lot of them aren't able to actually play instruments. 99.9% of them cannot go on stage and sing live with their real voice. So I understand where he's coming from, and I respect that. But what I don't respect is the fact that he's being two-faced in this situation. Knowing damn good and well that he hates Britney Spears, knowing damn good and well that Britney Spears is in a very vulnerable point of her life right now, he's taking advantage of this situation. And I don't think it's really to help Britney Spears. I think it's more so to help him. And once again, Britney Spears is being manipulated into working with people who absolutely hate her. And you all, you know, Free Britney movement and Britney's fans are being manipulated into thinking that this song with Elton John is a huge deal, when in reality, it's a remake of a 50-year-old song with a 75-year-old man who thinks Britney is garbage and deserves to be shot. I mean, what else can I say? God. Man, it's so bad, folks. It's so bad. But it's like, I can only laugh. I can only laugh because I feel like I live in a clown world full of clueless people who ignore everything that's set right there in front of them. And like I said earlier, it's really disappointing knowing that a lot of these big voices in the Free Britney movement, they know this. They know everything that I'm saying to you all right now. But they won't be caught dead telling you all about this at all. I wonder why. It's almost as if they have their own agendas. And for some reason, it's beneficial for them for people to stop questioning Britney's freedom and her mental health. Why is that? I find that extremely odd that these people are acting like guardians and they're literally searching down people online who are concerned about Britney and they're attacking them. Yet they sit here and cheer and yes, queen, as Britney gets ready to release a new song with an old man who thinks she deserves to die and that her music is, quote, packaged crap. Okay? Elton John said that Britney's music is packaged crap, and now he's turning around and he's about to deliver a package of crap to you all that you all are going to view as the greatest thing that you've ever heard in your life. Despite the fact that Britney said she didn't want to make music, despite the fact that all signs show that she's not still free, despite the fact that the guy she's doing a duet with absolutely hates her guts, a lot of people are going to cheer it on like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now, in one of my prior videos on this topic, I made a statement saying that this huge comeback is actually low effort and a safe choice. Some of you all have reached out to me wanting me to clarify what I meant by that. When I said that this huge comeback was low effort, I said that because there was no love, no thought, no passion, and no creativity put into this project. No one had to come up with a new song. No one had to write any new lyrics. No one had to make any new music. All they had to do was convince Britney Spears, who arguably is dealing with some things mentally, to come into a music studio and to record her voice over an already existing track. So the people out there who are trying to manipulate you into thinking that Britney Spears is okay because she's releasing this music, that she's in creative control here, she's calling all the shots, therefore this is a sign that Britney is okay mentally, they're all being misleading because there is nothing creative to control here. There is no shots to be called. All she had to do is record some pre-existing lyrics over a pre-existing song. It's extremely low effort. They don't need Britney to be in the best mental shape to do this. It's not like Britney's coming up with a game plan for her huge comeback, writing a new album. No, she literally went into a studio for a couple of hours and recorded pre-existing lyrics on a pre-existing song. That proves nothing. Now, what do I mean by saying this is a safe choice? Well, for one, it looks like they're taking the route where there will be no criticism. If they released an original song, some people would hate it, some people would love it. And we could sit here right now and debate over whether Britney would even be capable of really doing that much work, because there wasn't much work put into this huge comeback. So we don't know if Britney is mentally capable, or if even her handlers would allow her to make a huge comeback and actually be in control of her own project. Now, the other reason, and the main reason why I said this is a safe choice, is because the obvious choice for Britney's comeback, if you're going to do a duet, would be to pair her with one of her peers. Maybe pair her with someone who is actually relevant in today's music. But they didn't do that. Why didn't they do that? I believe they didn't do that because they're scared. If they paired Britney up with another pop star, surely that pop star would have questions. They would want to know about Britney's mental health. Maybe they would spot some red flags. Maybe they would even call it out. They know if they had Britney do a duet with another woman, surely she would be concerned about Britney Spears' situation. And that's too dangerous for them. So what did they do? They paired Britney up with a 75-year-old man who has been on record saying that he hates Britney and that her music is actually garbage packaged crap. That's his literal quote. Okay? So they knew that was a safe decision. They took the route that was the safest because they believe that Elton John's old. He doesn't care about Britney. He obviously already stated that he doesn't care about Britney. He thinks that people like Britney should be shot. So when you put Britney on his song, they know that there's really no risk of him running to the tabloids and telling everyone that Britney's okay. He wouldn't even care if Britney wasn't okay. Honestly, Britney could come into the studio with "I'm still in a conservatorship, I'm not free" tattooed on her forehead, and he would totally ignore it, and they'd record this song, and it would release like nothing ever happened. Because they know that Elton John doesn't care about Britney's freedom. If anything, he's using Britney while she's vulnerable to try to gain clout off of her. So they purposely, folks, that's why I was so upset and so critical. They purposely paired her with someone who hates her and who would never spill the beans about what's really going on with her. And let's be honest, this dude is old and out of touch, and he might not even be able to spot the red flags. And we know damn good and well he wouldn't ask questions. Anyone else would. That's why Britney Spears isn't paired up with another pop singer, with another singer who's released relevant music within the last 20 years. No. They chose this for a reason. Now, I want you all to understand, I like Elton John. I know it may come across as if I hate Elton John, but I don't. But the reality is, like someone stated in my comment section, Elton John is a part of the machine. He's been part of the music industry and all of this stuff for years. He knows the ins and outs. He knows how it works. And he knows better than anyone that the music industry isn't necessarily about music. It's about chewing up talented people and then spitting them back out. And Elton John right now is chewing up Britney Spears, and he's going to spit her right back out after this song releases. But I want to know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. What do you all feel about this comeback? Are you surprised about this news? Better yet, are you surprised that these so-called huge Britney fans are ignoring the fact that Elton John literally said that Britney Spears is garbage and that people like her deserve to be shot? Why do you all think they won't report on that? Why do you all think they're trying to hide that from the general public? Let me know your thoughts about that and down in the comments below. But like I said, while you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, drop a super thanks if you appreciate this content. And as always, I'll talk to you all on the next video.